Yeah, I know.
No, you can't.
It was weird being on that show because it felt like it was more community theater. Like it just felt like we weren't on a show almost.
Because Fox didn't.
Yeah, it's care. That. It's also even on the streets it seemed, I think in retrospect, it was a good thing, but at the time, I just didn't feel like,
No, because
watching.
Fox didn't support us.
Yeah.
We were, as we called it, the bastard child of Fox. We didn't hear from them, which was also great.
Great, yeah.
We didn't hear from them too much, so we could do what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we kind of were left to our own devices there. But here's a testament to what we did do. There are people that are still diehard fans. And think about where we would be if YouTube and all that had been around, and Twitter and everything. I mean, because look, we were the first ones to do the music parodies.
Right.
We did that before.
Yeah, way before, yeah.
And so it's like all of that stuff would have been posted. And sadly, the only thing that's out there now is what some folks manage to get on their VHS or whatever and get it up on YouTube. And they are, I mean, they're mega hits out there still.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I was embarrassed to be on the show or anything like that. No, I loved that. It's a big chunk of my life. I was like 8 years of it's like more medical school or something. Like it's just the whole. And that was my introduction to comedy in any level, on television or on any level really. And
also I think what's cool is that I don't think maybe you understand the international appeal of it, because all my family in the Philippines, that are all my friends that know you, they know you from Madtv.
Yep.
Because it was on there.
Yeah.
It's
and
pretty
I think
amazing.
that's kind of cool that you think you're doing something so small, but
well, it's at Hollywood Center Studios. Were you there the whole time? No, you were over here.
I came on season 4.
All right.
So I was over, what is it, Bronson?
Bronson, yeah.
First, yeah.
Now, how did it happen to you? Did you go right to testing, or did you audition 1,000 times?
Testing was my 6th audition.
Yeah, because I did like 9.
Did you really?
Yeah, and people don't believe me but I go, I went there
endless.
twice, 2-3 times a week, as if I was taking a class or
job.
something.
Yeah,
it
was intense.
Yeah.
And I remember, I guess it would have been the 5th audition where they like sent me home, and I went home and cried so hard because I'm like, they made a mistake. They've made a mistake. They weren't supposed to send me home because I was thinking they had just seen enough from me.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then I got the call to come test.
Wow.
But
they sent you home because it was one of those situations where like, we want her so bad, we don't want to ruin it, so just send her home.
Well, I'd done it, how you did the same thing over and over until finally I remember, I think it was that 5th one where you had to do impressions.
Oh, yeah, right.
And David Salzman's in the room.
Yeah.
And, he's like, I think you had to do 3.
Yeah.
And I did whatever. I think I had maybe 4 or something, but I did them. And he goes, you got anything else?
Shit.
And,
oh God.
yeah,
like,
you got anything else?
Yeah.
It's like, you cocksucker. We prepare for,
yeah,
then I'm like, I got something else.
Oh, wow.
What do you want me to do? That's my something else. You tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And I'll do it.
Wow.
And so he, of course, throws out Madonna.
Yeah.
So I writhed all over the floor and just,
Yeah.
I don't even remember what else, but I just took, took whatever they gave me and gave them something.
Yeah.
Just to show that I'm a player.
Right. Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I just remember being scared all the time.
At the auditions?
Yeah.
Or
just being frightened the whole time.
at the show too?
But here's the thing though, also thinking, actually in the room when I'm actually doing it, for some reason, it didn't, I was fine. I mean, obviously if I let that affect me, I would have never gotten it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I walked in and went, okay, I feel comfortable. And I know that I'm giving something different. When it's a bunch of white dudes, and I'm being real, a couple black guys, a bunch of white dudes, but being Asian, you have the confidence in that situation because you go, I'm the only one here like this.
Yep.
And this is going to be as an asset. This is going to help me get it.
Well, especially because it was a very diverse show.
Right. Yeah.
For the time, at least, I would say.
I mean, name another Asian guy that's ever been on a sketch show after that. Never.
Holy cow, Bobby, are you it?
No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I'll be it, but I'm just saying there was
Wait
one
a
person.
second.
Yeah.
You
Wait a
might
second,
be
No.
it.
though. But
No.
Maybe so,
wait
but
a
not that
Stephen
long.
Park did it
From,
for,
In Living
Color.
Color.
For like a season.
Very
Okay.
short.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Very
so
short.
Steven is it.
And
But
Fred
in all-
Armisen says he's
that's-
16th Japanese.
Hold on a second. So in the history of SNL,
There's never
No
been an
Asian.
Asian.
holy shit.
You are kidding me.
Yeah, do you believe that? SNL has never had an Asian cast member.
Wow.
Think about that, though. Think
That's
about how
It's insane.
That's
insane that is.
insane. How, out of all those years, not one.
not one.
I still think that's why Mad TV was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are just way more diverse, more relatable, just the overall more diverse
Having
cast.
a diverse cast
Yeah.
and writers gives you the platform then to do stuff and to go where other shows can't go because they can't, I mean, I was even able to play a snowflake, which was like the white woman that talks black,
Yeah.
the Rachel Dolezal of your time.
Yeah, and I mean, it was written by Devon Shepard.
Yeah, I love Devon.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
But so we were able to do so much more
Mm-hmm.
because we really were that melting pot that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's because I also imagine like I had never really done anything like no acting classes really or anything like that, and never been on television. So when you're like, that's your first real introduction to it.
Yeah.
You're trying to learn everything.
Wait, before
Yeah.
you auditioned, you came into the 7th season. Did you watch it religiously
No.
beforehand?
But I remember waiting tables in La Jolla, and I remember Megan Lee, the lady that owns my restaurant, say when Madtv first came out, this show Madtv, I watch it more than SNL or whatever, right? And I remember her distinctly saying that, so that when I got the show, I went down there to thank her for hiring me as a waiter,
Oh, that's nice.
but because she liked Madtv.